The boy suddenly removed his hat and merely glanced at the classmate behind him. Instantly, the classmate turned into a stone statue. This was Nevermore Academy. Since Annie defeated the demon and saved the academy, all the students had idolized her. Even the headmaster personally invited Annie to the bonfire party and asked her to speak as an honorary student. But Annie had no interest in any of this. She returned to her dormitory and exchanged gifts with the werewolf girl. The werewolf girl gave Annie a black t-shirt, while Annie gave her a rag doll found at a murderer's hideout.
I mean, it is a little creepy, but the curls are super soft. It's made from real human hair.
Annie planned to continue working on her novel when a knock suddenly sounded at the door. As Annie opened it, an arrow shot into the room with a photo attached. Clearly, someone was targeting her. Annie picked up the photo and activated her psychic abilities. Strangely, Annie couldn't perceive the person's appearance, and black blood began to flow from her eyes. Meanwhile, a private detective was taking photos outdoors, completely unaware he was being watched by a red-eyed crow. As the crow let out a piercing cry, a large flock of crows suddenly appeared and began viciously attacking him. The detective quickly fled to his car, but when he looked back, he saw a horrifying sight. The police soon reported the murder. Learning of the news, Annie rushed to the scene to investigate but unexpectedly encountered Taylor, the father of the serial killer Jack. Taylor revealed the dead detective was his friend and invited Annie to collaborate on solving the case. Annie refused Taylor.
If you change your mind, you come find me. Just remember, the birds are always watching.
Returning to her dorm, Annie discovered the manuscript of her novel was missing. A printed photo of herself and a letter appeared in her printer. The thief informed Annie they would burn her novel at the bonfire party. Annie hurried to the bonfire site and found another note left by the thief. Following the thief's instructions, Annie crawled inside the woodpile. Just then, the headmaster announced the party's start and launched a fireball that ignited the woodpile. As the flames reached a wooden bird decoration, the students activated their abilities. Astonishingly, the flaming bird took flight. Fortunately, Annie finally found her manuscript. The headmaster invited Annie to speak on stage, mentioning he had prepared a gift, a poster of Annie laughing. The students applauded, but Annie couldn't accept it. She grabbed a torch and burned the poster. The bonfire party ended early as a result. On the way back to the dorm, the werewolf girl chased after Annie, demanding to know why she ruined the party. But the moment the werewolf girl touched Annie's shoulder, Annie's consciousness suddenly entered a graveyard. Many crows circled overhead, and shockingly, one tombstone bore the werewolf girl's name. Back in reality, blood flowed from Annie's eyes again, and her body convulsed violently on the ground. Annie had foreseen a terrifying future.